Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly Tarotscope reading for April the 17th through to the 23rd, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. Let's see what the energy is going to be for us this week. Four of Cups. It's about gratitude. It's being grateful for what you do have. It's keeping your focus on the things that you have, not the lack thereof. The cup up in the background symbolizes that new is on its way. So this is a time to be reflective of what you already have in your life. What is your foundation? What do you have to work with? King of Cups is our second card. So knowing your own independence, knowing how to go forward, make an income, to stand on your own 2 feet. And other people may be leaning a little bit more on you this week for support. Maybe financial in some way. The Page of Cups. A new mentor could be coming into your life, but this I think is more of could be a spiritual awakening for you. Something could trigger that aha moment for you in your spirituality of something that you've been trying to, maybe you've been saying the same affirmation over and over again and not seeing any result, and now you see something of forward movement. Or maybe you were doing an affirmation for a while and you got off of it, and now you see where you are and you know that you need to start affirming again. This is where you can tap into your angels, your spirit guides, God, Source, the universe, and ask for direction and allow wisdom to come in. This could be new love, a new way of approaching love, a new sparkle in your love life, a feeling of peace and happiness and joy when it comes to loving people and people loving you. So this week could be a beautiful week for getting together with close friends, family, loved ones, partners. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is over the King of Cups. Now, the Six of Pentacles is usually about balance, finances. Although finances and love go kind of hand in hand. They're kind of the same type of energy. Now, when the Six of Pentacles shows up, we have to look backwards a little bit. We have to see if we were, and especially in relationships where you need to be the independent, strong one, the giving one, and where you need to be the one who took, the one who leaned, and understanding the balance there. So what have you been projecting? Have you been strong? Have you been taking care of other people? Have you been very independent in making sure that everything is okay? Are there things that you overlooked? Are there ways that you mismanaged? Because this is when it comes as a lesson to you. Something appears to bring you back in time to what you once did and how you need to go forward, and where the change needs to happen, where the change needs to occur. So if you aren't very good with money, this is a time when you need to make a budget. If you don't give your time or your energy to others. Now is the time when it's going to be demanded of you. Now, if you have been being all those things, or some of those things, this is a time when you may need to reach out to somebody to bring in balance, to bring in some form of security or help or aid. And become dependent. Four of Wands is our underlying energy. Once again, it's about the security. Now, this is the second four. So it is about your security, your stability, being grounded. So it could be the things that surround you. It could be very materialistic this week in what works for you and what doesn't work for you. What is baggage? What clutter needs to be cleaned up around you? Or how do you spend your money? Where have you not spent it wisely? On what kind of things? How do you change that going forward? Is there something that you bought recently that you still have time to return so that you get your money back so you can put it towards the things that matter and make your money work for you? This is the marriage proposal card. This could be the joining of funds this week and looking at how it's going to work in a budget, what each partner expects. Or it could be a business arrangement where the money comes together. The marriage happens. The expectations. What you already have to work with. What's needed to go forward. And we have the Nine of Cups as your overriding energy, which is your passions, your dreams, your desires. This is celebrating you, your gifts, your talents, to reach for the stars and beyond, to keep affirming, to keep believing that it is waiting for you, that you merely need to take the steps. This is dreaming. This is looking at the seeds that you're going to be planting very soon. We have a lot of work, obviously, to accomplish. This is a hard week for many. I think that so far one sign has gotten this real optimistic, but the rest of us have a lot of work to do this week, and it's a lot of internal work. And for you, I think it's money matters or possessions. And what's important and what's not important. What do you have and what do you need and what is waste? And how you change your spending habits or your budget in some way that it reflects a value now to what you put the money out into. It's teaching you something so that you can be very successful going forward. So if you're feeling a drawback on some kind of financial or stability this week, know that it is teaching you something so that you can be beyond the wealth that you desire going forward. And take it as wisdom that is coming to you, that is being brought to you. Very thin veil right now. So dream the expansive dream. I don't care what surrounds you this week when it comes to money or finances, or keep it positive, keep it focused, keep it going forward. There are things to work out, there are things to consider, there are things to adjust, tweak. It could be our personalities, it could be our spending habits, it could be being too free, too helping, too caring, and how you need to bring in the balance and claw it back in and make it for you again. Or it could be the opposite. You've been holding it all back. I can't really see it for a Sag though. Holding it all back, and now it's time to share the wealth, to give so that you may receive more. We have the Queen of Swords with the Knight of Wands. So passion. Thought I had the phone off, but nothing electronic is working for me today. Let's start with her because she's one of my favorites of the deck. The Queen of Swords, passion. Grow your dreams, grow your desires, grow your goals, set the bar higher. Don't worry so much of where you are, because the past gives us, well, it's a history lesson into who we are and what we need to really change in our patterns. What we walked through and where we erred, where we dropped the ball, where we didn't make the right decision. And what was that? So, because this is all about growing your dreams, growing your goals, growing your desires. For work and career, we have the World. I tell you, this computer is, I lost you. I don't know if you can see the error message that's across the screen. Work and career, the World. There are some endings coming up so that new beginnings can take place. Maybe you want to go for a promotion. Maybe you want to raise in pay. Maybe you want to switch lanes completely with your career. Maybe you want to go to school to have that career. Maybe this is a time when you're brushing up that resume and making it sparkle and shine and really listing your talents and what you bring to the table, so that you can start the new beginning, so that you can start the elevated path. So, you know, don't give up on your dreams right now. I almost get this pulling down that it's hard for you to stay as positive as you are as a Sag. Now, these cards tell me that there's definitely some beautiful things that can come your way. That you have to keep the dream alive, that you have to dream big, that you have to be grateful for what you already have to work with, and keep the positive of what you have to work with, rather than going to the negative energy of what you are losing, what you lack of, what you don't have yet. Okay, the worst things we can ever think is, I'll be happy when, because that means you're not happy now. So you need to experience the joy of the moment. You need to dream. You need to realize the potential of the World card in your work and career sector. That you have come full circle. That you are ready to step onto the elevated path. And so you are looking probably at all things that weigh you down, that don't allow you to move forward, that keep you stuck in the rut. Because you don't want, that's the energy you need to dissipate. The things that are presenting themselves as hurdles. Or maybe it's our habits and the way we've always gone forward and done certain things. And now it's a new era for you, and you've learned. You've walked through a lot of the challenges. And I think there's a challenge this week for you too. But it's going to move you into that new beginning, that new start. Like when you're going on vacation, okay? And so, oh, it's not a job at all to pack that suitcase. You know, it's fun to pack that suitcase. What am I going to wear this day and that day? And is there enough room? And what if I roll it up like this? And you get all nice and neat and fancy. That same suitcase on the way home, You kind of just throw it in. You might sit in your room for a day before you unpack. It's the same suitcase. It's how you look at it. Hierophant for love, relationships. So I think there's more of a balance, more of a sensual feeling when it comes to relationships this week. That there's more compassion, there's more giving, there's more receiving, there's a flow. You feel imbalanced when it comes to relationships. And if you're looking for a relationship, this is one telling you that it will bring in a balance. It will raise your vibration. That person will complement you in some way. So when you're having a hard time, I mean, turn to love this week. Turn to the magic moment of just sitting next to somebody and cuddling or holding their hand. Intimacy, tenderness, compassion, joy, passion. For our spirituality, we have justice. So this is definitely saying to use your spirituality to bring in harmony, to bring in balance, to bring in joy, love, to do affirmations, to do a gratitude journal, because it's all about gratitude this week. Well, it's not all about gratitude, but that is the main headline. So this is definitely a week for prayer, meditation, reflection, of grounding yourself, of empowering yourself through your spirituality, through prayer, through reflection, of understanding your worth, your value, where you've given it away, and where you need to take it back. For health, well-being, we have the Strength card. This is about believing in yourself, that you can conquer, that you can do, that you've got this. Whatever goals, whatever statements you are making in the form of your health and well-being, you have to believe that you've got this. You've got to believe that you're going to go forward. There needs to be a passion about what you do. You can't just say, I'm going to start walking every day. It's not going to happen. But maybe you believe that if you had to be accountable to other people, that you would be more likely to succeed. So now you pick up the phone and you phone 4 friends and see if you can't get a small group walking every day. But it's better just to have a partner. And the reason why is because if there's 3 or 4 of you, one of you can bail and there's still people there. And we know this. So then we go, man, you know what? They're going to be there anyways. I don't really feel like it today. I think I'll skip. It's easier to have an out, so it works better in pairs. And believe that you are worthy, believe that you are deserving. I keep getting that throughout the reading, that you are not putting yourself on a pedestal, that you don't see the beauty in who you are, what you bring to the table, or you don't give yourself enough credit. And you need to. You need to recognize that in yourself. You need to know that any dream, any desire that you have, you're worthy of it. You're deserving of it. And so much more. Gratitude. And 2 4s in this, balance. Security. Look at the cup half full this week in what you have to work with. Do not look at the lack of. Do not say, I need, I have to have. Because those are words that empower you to stay in that position. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.